Escargot.
Fou de fafa.
Baguette.
Today we are giving you 3 thoughts on songwriting which you can use on your own songwriting journey. This is a direct reflection from our very first songwriting challenge which we did, Write a Song in an Hour, which you should definitely check out. Number 1.
Write now, edit later. One way I like to think about a song is like just a block of stone. So everyone knows the statue of David, that big, huge statue of a very lightly dressed man. What a lot of people don't know is right next to that statue, down a hallway, is all these partially finished sculptures. It's the editing process of the sculpture. There's that idea of just continuing to sculpt, and as you get further into it, you can start to smooth out some edges, form that more into what you really want to see. My experience with that in this 1 hour challenge, I started out just going for it. I had a really good idea at the top. It's a pretty fun first line. I even had this drum groove in my head. After I let those hit the page, hit my DAW, I put the filter up. I wanted everything else to be as good as those first couple ideas I had. And that filter was up a little too high and a little too strong. And the result was a handful of parts of that song that I really liked, and a lot that just never took shape in the song form.
I didn't think I was going to complete the challenge because we pulled a concept up of what we were going to write. I had no creative inspiration.
Man, that Madison one sounds difficult.
But what I found was I just plowed forward.
Was it you, was it me?
Because of that, I didn't end up getting stuck in that editor mode because I basically just didn't think about the fact that I had no concept.
This is a song about a relationship ending.
Number 2, failure does not equal wasted effort. The journey to becoming a better musician demands simply that you continue to make music. That means anything that you do, if it involves making music, is going to continue you on that journey, which is only going to make you better.
There's this idea that maybe some people out there just start from nothing and go to this amazing final product. And that's just not true for anybody. Using songwriting as an exercise is essential to getting to the music that we want to create. And for me, in this instance of this 1 hour challenge, I failed. So what are the requirements?
Yeah, so full song. 2 unique verses, 1 unique chorus, 1 unique bridge.
I have a part of a verse, and the rest of it are the bones of a chord progression, this humming nonsense melody, and a drum groove. But it was worth the exercise of getting there. I don't regret the hour that was spent on just that much. Number 3, create a space where you can create. Setting up an area that supports your writing session. We didn't show this in the first video, that we already had a space that we could step into.
We weren't actually in my space that I create in, so I had to make some choices. We had a piano available, which I wanted to have the option of that instrument as well as the acoustic guitar that I brought. I had initially brought a setup where I could trigger some electronic drums, but for what I was trying to accomplish that day, I realized for myself that was going to become more of a distraction than an aid. Even though I had the drum trigger sitting there, it wasn't actually functional, and it just helped me kind of focus
to show your cool gear.
Yeah, there you go. It was just a gear show off.
Yeah, and for me, it was my space, not the social media network.
Tom?
Yep, so I had my DAW set up, Ableton. I actually specifically chose keys because I know with guitar being my main instrument that I can more easily go down rabbit trails and think a little bit too complexly for the process. So I needed to simplify. Beyond that, one notable moment in my process was I got stuck and I needed something to break me out of that. So I just picked up the nearest other instrument, and that happened to be the mandolin. Nothing really productive came out of that besides just breaking through what I was doing, which I was playing the keys, I was looking at my computer, I just wanted to do something else with my hands and my head for a moment. And I believe not long after that, I had some other ideas of lyrics. So yeah, that was helpful for me. Well, hey guys, thanks a lot for checking us out. I hope you got something out of this that you can use in your next songwriting session. If you haven't had a chance to see that first video of us actually doing the hour challenge yet, highly recommend you go and check that out. Let me just do the like. haven't done so yet, if you haven't yet, please hit that like and subscribe buttons.
Too long. I knew I'd lose you. Oh man, we can't get through this. We're gonna get better at these too. We'll be good.